Hey, it's Jay, and it's time to jabber.
Rabbit, 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 bunny, jabber, jabber, bunny, jabber.
So this week, I'm going to talk about death and how people are remembered after they pass on. The reason for this is because I've experienced death of family and of people that I admire in the last week. Just after I posted the last video, I learnt of the passing of Leonard Nimoy, the actor, director, most well known for his portrayal of Spock, Mr. Spock from the Star Trek. I'm have always been and always will be a big Star Trek fan. Original series, even though it may be not the best TV program ever, it just held so much in it. Last week, my great aunt passed away. Not a very close relation, but a relation nonetheless. And yesterday I learnt of the passing of Terry Pratchett, an author who inspired me to read and, in fact, to write over the years. In the previous video, in fact, I think it was the previous one, I talked about how I'm reading one of Terry Pratchett's books at the moment and how I was, hoping to catch up. Death is, as the cliched saying goes, one of the only things that is certain in life. You live and then you die. Different religions believe different things, obviously. There's reincarnation, heaven, hell, etc. Some people think that death is the end, that is it. Some people think that this is a middle stage, as it were. We have already lived and died, and this is a middle stage. All of those taking into account, there is a period after someone, either whether it's a family member, a friend, someone you know, or someone you know of and feel that you know has passed away, there's a period of grief. Whether that grief is a short-lived thing or whether you bury it and it's hidden and it takes months, maybe years, for you to actually fully come to terms with it. People react to death and grieving in very, very different ways, and each way is a valid way for that person. We have to be careful that our way does not impinge or does not inflict hurt or pain on others, because then, although it may be valid for us, it's not valid because it is hurting others. I want to share with you some of my favourite quotes from both Leonard Nimoy and from Terry Pratchett, because they are, although an actor and an author that I've never met, I held them in such regard that some of the things they said, either as themselves or as the characters in their films or books, there's such a truth in some of them. And so I want to share with some of those with you now. Of course, there is the famous "Live long and prosper." Logic is the beginning of wisdom, not the end. Change is the essential process of all existence. It is illogical to kill without reason. Humans smile with so little provocation. Creativity is necessary for the health of the body. Without followers, evil cannot spread. And of course, probably, apart from "Live long and prosper," the second most famous line: "The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one." And through his characters, Terry Pratchett also came out with some amazing quotes that I'd like to share with you. "The truth may be out there, but the lies are inside your head. Only in dreams are we free. The rest of the time we need wages." The trouble with having an open mind, of course, is that people will insist on coming along and trying to put things in it. Wisdom comes from experience. Experience is often the result of a lack of wisdom. It's not worth doing something unless someone, somewhere in the world, would rather you weren't doing it. It's still magic, even if you know how it's done. Evil begins when you start to treat people as things. Inside every sane person, there's a madman trying to get out. Goodness is about what you do, not what you pray to. So much universe, so little time. At last, we must walk together. Take Death's arm and follow him, through the doors and into the blackened desert, under the endless night. The end.